Okay. Hi, Marissa. Thank you. Thank you. How are you guys? Let me spray some sage real quick. Oh, I'm rushing so fast I don't have my rings. Give me a minute. Okay. Okay. Marissa, did you get my text that I just sent you? I'm going to pin this message. Anybody who does come in and want readings, they could come in the next time I'm on. I will most likely not be on tomorrow night because of the election. Okay. Man, I need to figure out. I did my new background, but I need to figure out how to get it in the picture next time. We'll work on that. It's a work in progress. All right. Hi, Marissa. Hi, Bianca. Okay, so Bianca's going to go first. She has one question, and then I'm going to do Marissa's 4, and then that's it for tonight. So if anybody comes in, you guys being, let me turn off the fan. Sorry. I don't have access to the AC tonight, so it's gonna get hot in here. So we're just gonna. I didn't I? It says pinned. It says pinned. Do you see it pinned? I have it. Okay. Yes. So, like, let's say I'm reading for Bianca and somebody comes in. There are no free pendulum readings. There are no nothing. Because I'm just too tired. I just can't. I really, if I could, I would, but I can't. So sometimes I have to say that. But I am good to do you guys' questions. So we're gonna do Bianca's first. Hi, Bianca. Um, all right. I got my new phone, guys. I can finally hear. All right. So we're gonna start with Bianca's one in-depth question, and then we'll move along. Marissa, what would help me is if you could start getting your questions sent to me if you know them, and what order. Let me know what order you would want them to go. At least in the first two. Okay, let's do Bianca first. Okay, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come to these YouTube readings tonight. I didn't do my sage and pray, so let me do it now. I just saged with the spray. Dear God, dear Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, the Holy Spirit, my Daddy, I love you. Jeremiah and Samantha, my spirit guides, my angels, and everyone else I know and love. Please come into these readings tonight. Bianca's up first, so Jeremiah and Samantha, come into Bianca's question, her reading. What happened between Kenny and I? I hope things are not really over. What? Well, that's what I said. I literally was like, I'm gonna wait. I think it was like 10 minutes. And I was like, either I get a sign or I don't. But as soon as I put any nighttime medicine in me, I'm not doing readings. So it was perfect timing, actually. Okay, so I don't know anything that's going on. Did he send you something saying, I'm just not that into you? Oh, you feel like it's gonna, okay. Because you put what happened. Do you want to know what is happening? What will happen? Like, because you put what happened. Okay, what is happening? Like, what is the energy between Kenny and I? I hope things are not really over. Okay, I'm gonna start the clock. All right, Kenny, please come in. Are you done with Bianca? Are you done with Bianca? Okay, so that's a no, but let's see what's going on. What I have to say to you while I'm shuffling is that we can manifest it all we want, and we can think that we're the baddest shit in the world and that they're gonna love us just because of who we are and we're great and that. I totally understand like why you're putting that energy out, but I also feel like you're putting yourself up for to get really disappointed and hurt. But if that's your way that you handle things, that's okay. Um, like he does like you. All right, well, let's see. What is happening? What is the energy between Kenny? Mostly between, like, on Kenny's part. Because that's what I was like, what are you saying, girl? Like, but I get it. I get where you're going with it. I know you're speaking it into existence, but it, you're going to set yourself up to fail, especially like maybe if it's a job, maybe if it's making more money, maybe if it's, something like that. But as far as like a brand new person you haven't even met yet, you're going to set yourself up for failure. Because I can feel that he's not giving the kind of attention that you deserve. Got it. Okay, so I'm not gonna ask like what's going on between you and him because I already know how you feel. You want this to happen, so I want to kind of see where is Kenny out. Where's Kenny at? Has this fizzled out? Is this something that has he moved on to somebody else? Is he just too busy with work and family and bullshit to dedicate himself to somebody right now? Or is he super excited to meet you? Like, let's just see what comes out. But you know me, I'm unfiltered. I'm going to tell you the truth. Oh no, that would suck. But free will, free will comes over that. So, oh God, look at the first card, the devil. Let's see what the devil means. Okay, so I'm getting visions immediately. Have you guys talked about past relationships? Yeah, look, he's feeling burdened by this. He's feeling burdened. He's feeling pressured to like you. Um, like you apparently did to Elva. No, Elva had her own agenda. She was gonna leave with or without you doing anything, with or without me doing anything. So, I mean, I do believe the things you believe, but everybody has free will to make a decision, and that changes everything, the course of the entire thing. So here we have is the devil to the 10 of wands, which is he's feeling overwhelmed, he's feeling burdened, that like he's feeling like he has to like you more than he does. He feels like almost like, okay, I've never met this girl. Do not get mad at me because this is him. And we'll deep dive into this tomorrow. But like, I'm just feeling like, this is just his current energy. The energy could change tomorrow and he could be like, oh yeah, I really, 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 really like her. I still feel he likes you. I do. But I feel that he feels that he's like, I've never even met this girl, and I'm feeling like I have to text her back. And, I could get swept up with shit for 3, 4 days at a time. And to me, it doesn't feel like a long time, but to a girl who likes a guy, it does, like that is just us. We're gonna get, like our feelings hurt if we were like texting back and forth and then the conversation just kind of dropped and then nothing happened for a few days and then it goes back to normal and then it happens again and it's like you guys haven't even freaking met. So like he still does like you with the lovers card, and he's just saying like he needs, I don't know, where you and me are going to have to talk about how you are communicating with him, and if this is just all in his head, because if you are not making him feel bad, because I don't think you would, or and I don't think that, I think he's throwing things out of proportion right now, because I know you very well and I don't think that you would be like, oh, didn't hear from you, sad face. Like, I don't see you doing that. I see you being a leader, not a follower. I see you being like, I'm going to match his energy. If he doesn't text me back, I'm not going to text him. So I do think that he's overreacting and blowing this out of proportion. Um, so I don't want it to come out like he doesn't like you. He does like you. He still wants to see you, but the moon is there. There is something that we have not uncovered. Maybe you have because you text with him, but there is something we have not uncovered about this person. There is something that is shifty, a little shady, and it's either the alcohol intake is excessive. There's something excessive that goes on in his life. Right. No, that's what I'm saying. I know you, so I know how you would respond. I know that you wouldn't be like, oh my God, why didn't you text me? I know that. That's why I'm saying, like, he is putting out the energy that you're making him feel a way that you're not. You know what I mean? Like, you're just matching his energy. You're not getting mad at him. You're not, you can like vent to all of your friends, but I know you and I know that you wouldn't be like this like little beggar, and he's blowing things up. But I just don't like this. The two things I don't like about him is that sex comes up too much and that the moon comes up too much and alcohol comes up too much, and it's all visions and it's all spiritual. It's not just the cards, my love. There is something that we have not figured out yet about this man. Okay. Does it show that he still likes you? Yes. Does he still want to talk to you? Yes. It's not over, but I do this time. From the moment the devil came out, I knew this card would come out. The Six of Cups. I don't know if he's withholding information about his past. There is somebody in his past, as far as a relationship, that he is not over. Okay? That there are a lot of red flags. And I'm gonna be honest with you, because as my client, as my friend of many years, I'm going to tell you if there's something that you need to know. It's not to make you unhappy and not meet the guy. I still think you guys should meet. I just think that there has been a lack of communication. There's been a lack of truly getting to know each other. It's something to say, oh, hey, how was work? Surface level shit, like, because you guys haven't met, it's only like, oh, how was your day? Oh, how was work? Oh, it was good. Hope you have a good day. Da 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 da. But you guys are not getting to know each other. Like, I feel like you are, but there's more you need to ask about. There are things that he is hiding, and they are red flags. And I'm going to tell you that as your friend first. And that I'm not just reading the cards. This is like since yesterday and today, I've been extremely psychic. I have seen visions every single time I read for somebody, and I did a lot yesterday. I did hours upon hours, and it's continuing today. People are going to get authentic, really fucking good readings from me today, whether they like them or don't like them. Okay. I am going to be honest, but it is saying that he is going to come in quick with communication. And it's kind of like you guys need to rush to the finish line. You're you don't even your situationship, whatever it is, doesn't even start until you meet the dude. Then, hi Suzanne. It doesn't even start until you meet him. So you're gaining all of these like butterflies and feelings, and I want you to be happy and I want you to feel that way. I just am telling you, this is not your guy. With every bone in my body, I cannot be like, hey, little sis, go for it. This is a great man. It's like it's starting to they're just warning me too much. And for them to like when I get the downloads when I'm all by myself, when I don't decide to turn it off and I say I'm okay, like I can handle it. I can handle it. Give me downloads, whether it's while I'm sleeping, right before, during the day, whenever it is. I always keep it on unless I'm taking a full day for like mental health. I ask them to give me zero information, okay? So I went way over in time. I need to move on to Marissa. But these are the questions I want you to remember for tomorrow so that we can do a deep dive and dig more because I think that sure he likes you and that's what you want to hear because you like him and it feels good to like somebody. It feels so good to like somebody. But I don't want you to be with somebody toxic. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Marissa. When I got Marissa's download, it was like boom, like I had to write it down because if I fall asleep, unless I have like lucid dreams, I have to. So yeah, I did that like because as a friend, um, it's really hard for me to sleep. I'm an insomniac, but I had to like as a friend, I had to do it. I had to sit down, write out that whole text, and send it to you. And yeah. Oh, oh my God. Okay, Marissa, we're gonna move to you. Um, Bianca, please don't be upset. Okay, it's really just me telling you exactly what I see. Okay, so your mom's questions are first. You didn't upset me at all, baby. This is, you have to understand, when I'm asking somebody, so for example, when Marissa's mom is asking about Angie, when I'm talking, it's them. They are the ones that have this tone. If I'm like super sweet and happy, that's that person. So I was reading Kenny's intentions and I included my spirit guides to give me the big picture. And that's how I got the visions. That's how I got the information I gave you. And it matches with the cards, but I don't need cards. So I just think that there's a reason why you haven't met him. I think that it's personal, so I'm not going to go there tonight. It's already Marissa's time, so I need to move on. But we will talk about it tomorrow, okay? We'll just make sure you think of maybe write down in your notes on your phone some really like questions that you need to know instead of questions that you hope you get great answers to. Because in the beginning, I was like, I love his energy. But guess what? People can play a good part. Hi, Rob. Okay, Marissa, we're going straight to you. Thank you so much, Bianca. Bye bye, Kenny. I'm not saying it's time to say goodbye. Okay, Suzanne. I might go on during the day, Suzanne. I'll text you. I'm just incredibly tired, so I'm only doing the readings that were prepaid. I wasn't even going to be on tonight, but tomorrow's the election, so I probably won't be on like whatever time that's on, but I'll figure out a time to. I will for sure, Suzanne. Thank you for coming on. Mm. Rob, you left, and I thank you, Suzanne. I'm so sorry. I promise you, I'll get to you. You left that night, Rob, and I kept seeing the cat being. It was the hangman. Like the cat is alive, but the cat is lost, and usually cats have that instinct to be able to come back home, and I just don't understand. Like I kept seeing the cat underneath cars, like during the nighttime, like since it's colder, like hiding underneath cars. Ugh, I'm so sorry, honey. There's hills. Oh, they'll just wander. Okay, Marissa, thank you, Bianca. I love you. Please don't take that. See, now you see how I'm talking now? This is me. This is my energy. This Crystal. This is my good mood. When I answer, it's I'm speaking as if I'm in their body. So if I sound snappy or if I sound like my tone is rude, it's because it's the person, not me. Okay. Okay. I know you know. Okay. Let me get Marissa's questions. So it's going to be Evie's questions first, I think. Okay. So we're going to do the first one, and then I will read that second one that's longer after we do the first one. So the first one is going to be white. Okay. So this is for Evie. Why is Angie acting scared when she sees us outside? Okay, I'm just going to read your second one to myself real quick because maybe it will give me some kind of understanding. Okay, she recently. Which was true. You guys were sick, very sick, and that we were going to the ER. She said she made chicken noodle soup. She made chicken noodle soup, and you think you're gonna after you've been vomiting for days and having an IV in your freaking arm, you're gonna eat her chicken soup? Oh my god. She offered to bring some over to our house. And we said no thank you. As me and Mark were going to the ER. What is her current energy since towards me since we haven't spoken in a few days? Oh wow. Okay. Wow. What the heck? That's what didn't make sense. She that was a lie right there. She hadn't already just uh incidentally made chicken noodle soup. She intentionally was gonna make the chicken noodle soup for you guys and bring it over. So if she invited you guys to the Halloween party, I'm kind of skipping to the second question first. Um, if she invited you guys to the Halloween party and you told her that no, you guys can't go because you guys are sick, did she already know? Because this is what I'm getting. Did she already know that you guys were sick and then texted your mom to say, I made chicken noodle soup. If you like, I would like to bring you some over. Did she already know? Okay, that's what makes sense to me. So I think she intentionally, purposely made the chicken noodle soup for you guys, not even for herself, but she made it sound like she already had it made. So, like, oh my God, perfect. What a coincidence. Let me bring some by. And you're like, no, thank you. We're headed to the ER. And I remember when Marissa said you and Mark were headed to the ER, Evie. So, so I think it's kind of funny that like her little scheme did not work. All right, let me see what else I need to answer. I'm doing number 2 first, just so you guys know. Okay. And then I'll do number 1. Okay, so what is her current energy towards me, Evie, since we haven't spoken in a few days? She recently reached out to my mom asking if her friends could park in the front of our house. We said okay, then she invited us over for Halloween. Told her we were sick, chicken noodle soup. So then you haven't talked to her since, basically. Okay. So Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into Evelyn Evie's 2 questions reading. Her I'm gonna do the second question first, which I already did. I'm pulling cards now. What her question mainly is, what is Angie's current energy towards Evie since they haven't spoken in a few days? Okay. This woman, man, I'm telling you, when you sent the little video or picture of, because I said she's gonna do it up big because she's gonna want to be the house that all the little kids want to go to in the neighborhood, and that would attract the parents to come towards them. And it did, because once you add in the kids, you add in the holiday, you add in alcohol, you add in music or fun or whatever. That is all she wanted. I mean, so she was working on that garage for a long time in order, like, it's almost like premeditated trying to get friends. Like, this woman is a premeditated person, psychopath. All right, let's see. Angie, what is your current energy towards you call her Evelyn, I call her Evie. What is your current energy towards her? You haven't talked in a few days. Okay. Well, she still thinks about you a lot. She's like, my plan did not work. It did work on other people. Like you said that the neighbors that they fight with all the time were acting like they were friends. Yeah. That's not you guys. You guys are, much stronger. But so here's her intention. Her intention was, let me be the biggest house on the block. Let me have everybody want to come over. And if I'm just nice as pie and I am accommodating and I'm like, here's a soda, here's a water, here's a beer, here's whatever, like, cheers to Halloween, like, give me a break. So her first intention was, reuniting you guys. She thought that a good plan before Halloween would be to contact you to ask you if her friends can park in front of your house. That opened up the line of communication for her. So she felt like it was a win, right? She's like, that opened up the door. She didn't tell me to F off. She said, okay. So, like, okay, like, and you know what they just said? My person. So her person told me to do these things, and it would manifest Evie and her family to like be nice to me, right? But really you're just actual nice people. You don't have to like her to say that it's okay to use that they could park in front of your house. You know what I mean? So you guys were like rebuilding on the friendship. And then she said, as soon as she thought that that was going to happen, you quickly turned her ass down with that chicken noodle soup that you just immediately were like, nope. Like, well, we're headed to the ER. This is what she would have wanted to hear. Well, me and Mark are headed to the ER. We all have a stomach ache. But if you want, you could bring it over and leave it on the porch, and I'll have my daughter, Marissa, grab it. Right? That was in her head, her psyche. That's what she can't get out of her head. Like, why wouldn't they just accept it? I get that they can't eat it right now, but homemade chicken noodle soup can last for days. Like, she's trying to convince herself to convince you, and at the end of the day, she's realizing it's not working with that 10 of swords. Nothing she could do or say is going to make you guys want to get that close again. You know what I mean? As far as like having her in your home to where when your friend came over and she wouldn't leave and you had to like say, okay, I guess you're staying for dinner. Like, wasn't planning on that. And then you guys went out that night. So it does show that you're making a good decision, the judgment card, to hold off on to hold off. Like, this is usually just time. Like, so this would okay, so this would be the 3 or 4 days that you guys haven't had any communication, right? And she's thinking of what can she offer next? The magician, what can she offer next? What can she come up with next? To because right now she feels like you're not in a bad like she's at least talking to me. Not really like not a conversation, but in her crazy head, she's thinking that just because you said yes to the car thing, that you're cool with her now. That's not true. But she's starting to feel that it's been 3 to 4 days, right? And she's like, oh, what I did, like my plan did not work. So what can I do now to try to reel her back in? So let's see, how much time do we have? 2 minutes. Let me see. Yeah, so Spirit is honestly just giving you advice at this point. So the advice they're giving you, exactly. You don't care, leave us alone. That's pretty much what these cards are going to say. The Six of Swords is about walk away from what no longer serves you. She doesn't serve you. She doesn't do anything good for you. She doesn't make you feel good. She has toxic traits. She's a user. She's a liar face. And so that Six of Swords is like you're doing good. You're just focus on your own happiness. Continue to be the queen that you are. The Queen of Wands is very confident, and very much like, no, like what I say goes, and you're not going to manipulate me. I'm too intelligent and I'm too confident, and I'm like to let you get under my skin anymore. So their advice to you is to be the Fool card to the Temperance, which is just like Marissa said, because you don't care, act like you don't care. Because you want her to leave you alone, act like that, but not in any way. It's just like, just go about your business and try to imagine that she does not live there. Try. I know it's gonna be hard because she's directly in front of you. And that is the worst part because she's looking at you. You're looking, so she's looking at you because she wants to make contact. You're looking out the window to make sure she's not out there so that you could slip out, get in your car, and go to wherever you want to go. So they are saying that once you start like not allowing it to get to you as much, which I know is hard because like when when my so the time just ran out. I have two cards left. Like when I get mad at my roommate for making noise, it was doing nothing to her. It was eating at me, and I was getting intolerant and I was getting upset. And then I finally said, you know what? She lives here too. I have to, we independently simultaneously live together, right? So she has to hear me being loud online or doing personal readings. So I should be able to hear the stupid dishes that she wants to be crazy with. I just had to finally let it go. You know what I mean? Like what she was doing was taking a hold of me and changing me as a person and giving me more anxiety and more tension and more panic and like I can't, my mental health can't deal with that. So they are saying that it's going to start getting better with that temperance, that you're going to, it might take a while, but and you know what? I've never looked at this card, but they just in this way. But this is the hermit. The hermit is like, yeah, you just want to be left alone. Um, it's hard. It's so hard, right? Remember that night, Marissa? You were like, breathe, breathe, because I was up to here with it. And then I finally just had to say, well, she pays rent here too. Like, thank God you don't have to live with this girl. But like I had to understand, like, look how loud I'm speaking for 3 hours at a time with my door wide open usually to get the AC on because my light or my fan is too loud. Like I shouldn't let those stupid little things she's doing piss me off. So it's a work in progress. Yeah, that would be a disaster. But what they're saying is kind of like, see how he's looking down? They've never said that to me, but they said, not, they're saying basically like, just focus on what is important to you. It doesn't mean like every time you see her, look down. It's a symbol for telling you yeah, don't give off any kind of encouragement because the second she thinks that you even maybe look her way and like wave or like she even thinks that that happened when it didn't, she's gonna bite. And this woman is relentless. So let's move to your second question. Why is she scared? Yeah, like don't let it, try not to, it's hard, right? It's hard because you live, this person is doing things that are toxic and weird and creepy. And so it's hard not to pay attention to that. But I think that for your well-being, right? That you just have to, thank you, Rob, that you just have to try your best not to, like, let's say looking through the blinds and seeing her in her garage and being like, oh gosh, I just can't stand her. You know what I mean? Just don't look. You get what I'm saying? Like it's hard though, because it's in every hour, every day, you have to like stop yourself from getting upset. Because I'm telling you, my roommate and Angie, they don't give a hell. They don't give a fuck. We're the ones. Yeah, like me and your mom then are similar because we're the ones that are letting people get to us. And they could care less. Like, they know they're getting to us, and they know that it's almost like they feel like they're winning. Really, Marissa? Because that's the vision I saw. I saw this, like looking up the blinds and being like, ah, because it immediately is gonna make your mom feel yucky and upset, and then that's gonna change her mood because that's exactly what it does to me. You know? Okay, so you asked, why is she scared? Why is she acting scared when she sees you guys outside? How many people is she scared by just seeing one of you? Is it when you're in a pack, like three of you, two of you? I need to know that. And then I will start the clock. I love Suzanne, and it makes me sad that she came in and wanted to get a question. I feel so bad. But I just, I can't do it. Two to three of us. Oh, or just individually. Okay. So can you really quickly give me a one sentence what you mean by look scared? I mean, like you're saying, like if she sees you guys outside, she starts acting skittish. She runs inside the house. Say, give me one sentence of why you are calling it the word scared of you, so that I can understand and my spirit guides can understand. I'm gonna start the clock. Start shuffling. Why, Angie? Why are you acting scared when you see any of them outside? Evie, Evelyn, Marissa, Mark, or Dad? I don't know Dad's name. I forgot to start the clock. Okay. Excuse me. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Because I saw that she either like, has this look on her face, or she rushes inside the house. And then that's exactly what you said. She sees us, rushes inside the house, or she opens the door, sees us and slams the door, or doesn't look over at our house anymore. And you're talking about in the last 3 to 4 days, like since Halloween. All right, let's see. Angie, what is going on? Why are you acting kind of scared, skittish? Um, why when you see anybody that lives at Marissa's house, do you look spooked, run in the house? If you open the door and see them, you shut it, slam it, whatever. Why are you doing this? 2 weeks. Okay, so this is spirit. This is the last 2 weeks that she's been acting this way. Why is Angie acting scared when she sees anybody outside at Marissa's house, anybody that lives at Marissa's house? You're right, though. I mean, you're spot on. It is showing. So the Four of Wands, if this is not a relationship, it's an actual house. Okay. And the next two cards are the Devil to the Strength card. Now, people get the Strength card confused. Strength card is a Leo card. I am a Leo. I would know this. The Strength card is not about being strong. It's about being a fucking coward. Sorry. It's about being a coward, and it's about holding back. It's about spooked is a good word. I think that's a good word. And then so I want to pull energy of why the Devil is here. Is why spirit explain to me what the devil means in this question. Okay. God, this woman needs to be on medication. Like and look, I'm on a lot of medication. I have mental health. She's something totally different. Like she is not just like anxiety, depression. I have bipolar. I do. It's not that. It is like an ADHD, OCD mixed with like scheming and conspiracy theories. And I mean, this woman, they're saying delusional. Okay, so like she's so far gone that she has such toxic traits um that it's part of her game. So she's doing this shit on purpose. That is the weirdest part. So, yes, she is appearing to look spooked, scared, but this is part of her new plan. Oh my God, this woman. This is part of her new plan because she thinks that if you guys see that she looks scared, let's just say, or spooked by you guys, that you guys would be like, she knows you guys are good people, okay? And so she thinks that she can manipulate you guys into feeling bad for her for having to rush in the house. She wants it to prompt you guys, for any of you, to confront her, whether it's in a nice way, saying, like, hey, we keep seeing you like rush in the house when you see us or slam the door. She either wants you to come, yeah, to her and be like, like we're like, because you guys are good people, she's thinking she can do these things to manipulate you guys into like trying to make her feel better. Like, no, we don't hate you. We don't dislike you. It's okay. You can chill. Or she's ready for confrontation. She doesn't care how you guys come at her. She just wants you guys to be in contact again. So, what a narcissist does, and a manipulator, the magician being here, a manipulator, if one tactic, if I want to get what I want and I'm a narcissist and I'm a manipulator and I want it from you, Marissa, and I think that killing you with kindness is going to get me what I want, right? But we're not on good terms. We're not talking. And you get a call from me, and I'm like, oh, let's please be friends. Let's figure this out. I'm so sorry. And you react not the way I'm hoping, then she'll change, then the person will change their tactic. So basically, if I come at you nicely and that doesn't work, then I'm going to change my game. I'm going to come at you with anger or confrontation. If that tactic doesn't work, I'm going to change it again until it works. And this happens with a lot of relationships. And that those are the toxic on and off, breaking up, making up, getting back together, all of that crap, cheating, all of it. This person is literally just, I mean, she and her disgusting thoughts with that seven of pentacles. Seven of pentacles is she cannot get you, Evie, mostly you, out of her brain. You're always on her mind. She's always thinking about the three of pentacles. Three of pentacles is working things out. If it's not about signing documentation, it talks about working things out as friends, right? For her, it would be friends. So this cowardly, scared, spooked things that she's doing, she is fully in her mind, premeditated, and thought, I'm going to try this. And I'm going to see if this makes one of them or all of them come my way, ask me why I'm doing this, and hopefully all she wants is the interaction. She doesn't care if it's good or bad or ugly. It's really sick. Okay, we have one more minute. Let's see what else comes out. Oh my God. Look at the card that came out. You, Evie, you're Scorpio too. So this is all about you, mostly you, and wanting to mend things. This is the temperance again. So the temperance is about fixing things, being hopeful. And she does know, though, I will say that she's smart enough or delusional enough to understand that she can't just get good on your side. She's going to have to win Marissa, which will never happen. I know Marissa. Mark, I don't see that happening. Your dad, I don't see that happening. So your husband, I mean. And you, I think that you are all very strong people, independent, and you just want nothing to do with her. That's it. End. That's all. We're done. And at some point, she's going to have to accept it. But she spent all those hours in that garage to do exactly what I said. Like this time she's acting scared. Her other tactic was let me do it up big on Halloween. Let this be how they come back. And then, oh, they were sick. They didn't come over. But in her head, she's like, did they not come over because they didn't want to? Or did they not come over because they were all sick? So in her freaking mind, she's like, she's changing tactics. She's not actually scared. It is fake, phony, made up, premeditated. We thought her person told her something about us, so she's scared of us. No, I don't feel that. I don't feel that. I understand why you would think that, but I don't feel that. This is her. And maybe her person told her, like, dude, you really need to back off. Like, at some point, I would think that the person would say something, but the person wants money so bad, it's all about money. It's not about giving you the right information, her the right information. Because the right information to give her as her person is to say, these people obviously want nothing to do with you, move on. But if she moves on, that person doesn't come back, Angie doesn't come back and do more readings or whatever they do. But no, I do not feel that the person, as far as like up until now, she has not said something about you guys that would scare her. No, this is her and her alone, her own mind. And they literally just said, Halloween, trick or treat, like tricks play games with her mind. She really needs to be under the care of a physician. All right, so I'm going to take a very quick break, Marissa, so that I could change energies to get Angie out of here. And then so send me your questions and I will be right back, okay? Okay, thanks, babe. And Evie too, thanks for watching. I feel bad for Rob's family's cat. It's so sad. But the cat's alive. You know what I really think, Marissa, now? It just, like, they just gave me a download, a message. This cat is cute. This cat was hiding under people's cars. You're welcome. This cat was hiding. In case Rob comes back and I forget this, just remember what I say. I saw that the cat was, in limbo, lost, is not in the area of his family's home, um, and that the cat was hiding under people's vehicles. I think somebody took the cat in. So I need to know from him next time he comes on. Remember this, if you remember anything. Does the cat have a collar with a phone number? You know what I mean? Because this person either took the cat into their own home, or like took it to like a rescue place. So I'm wondering, because it feels kind of fishy. It almost feels like, so I need to know if there was a collar or not. But who knows when Rob will come back in. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, Marissa, I'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry. Oh, Rob, you're here. Okay, quickly. I wanted to say something to you because I was getting a vision of your cat. Okay, your family cat. Um, I just got a download for you. So the cat is alive. My question to you: does the cat have a collar with your like the family's phone number? Does the cat have? Okay, so oh God, you're not gonna like what I have to say. The cat is alive, and for days. Oh. Okay, so I was saying that this was a really cute cat and very, I don't know, is the kitty fluffy? Um, but anyways, I can't really see the cat because the cat is being shown to me underneath, like sleeping underneath cars at night. Short hair. Okay. Because I really can't see the cat. Like I know that we're talking about the cat, but the vision is not the cat. I'm seeing cars, I'm seeing the area, I'm seeing that the cat is lost. Um, but then what I saw was that somebody found your cat, and that whether your cat had a collar or not, I had two answers. If the cat had a collar, this person did not call you guys and took the cat in. Oh, I'm so sorry I'm saying this. Cat's alive. The cat is not, did not get ran over. He or she was lost for, you know, a few days or however long it was. Okay, thank God. Oh, good, good. That was my next thing I was gonna say. You need to put up posters because There's a woman who found this cat, your family cat, brother. Yes, brother. And the cat, she didn't take the cat the first time she saw the cat, but brother, she kept seeing brother, and she's like, whose cat is this? And kept seeing that at night the cat would lay underneath cars. And so I think that seeing the cat more than once, she finally like went up to the cat, got the cat finally. Like she's saying it wasn't easy. She didn't get to just walk up and pick him up. Like him, she wasn't able to just pick him up, right? So it took her like two or three times to try to like catch the cat, and then finally did. Um and took the cat in. And I feel good energy about the woman. It doesn't feel vindictive, but it would have if the cat had a collar with a number to call. But I had a feeling there was no collar because I see the cat in, like, she took the cat in. So I would continue to to leave the posters up and hope that she's like, "Oh, that's the cat I took in." The problem is brother is very loved. Okay? So this woman is already like, "Oh my god, I love this cat." And that's a problem. But I really hope, well, that could be a good thing. I will put up even more posters. Okay, Rob, I'm telling you, I would not tell you if I did not see a vision. I would never pull cards on like a human being or an animal. I have to see it psychically, or I won't say it all at all. Does that make sense? Exactly. So let's pray right now. Um, Dear God, please, I pray, Jeremiah and Samantha, if you have any impact on this, Rob's family cat named Brother um, is lost. They have posters up everywhere. They live in Canada. Um, if this woman is a truly good hearted woman who took the cat in, which is a nice thing, instead of, and she's saying that she did it because, you know, she figured by seeing the cat more than one occasion on separate days underneath the cars, because they're showing me it's like pitch black dark, like it's at night that the cat would sleep underneath, like by the tire. That's why I couldn't see what the cat looked like, because I just see that the cat is like nestled up next to the tires, and she had, it was like, okay, this can't be somebody's cat around here. Sorry, I'm closing my eyes because I'm watching the vision. So she is a good person. She took the cat in because anything could have happened. No food, no water, could get run over. Something bad could happen. It's cold as hell there, I'm sure. So I think it's a good thing that this woman took him in, but she does really love the cat now. So it's like she's kind of just taken ownership of the cat. But I do think she would do the right thing if she saw a poster. Okay. I'm just wondering if I'm seeing the right subdivision. Let me ask really quick. Spirit, is brother Rob's family cat that is lost in the right subdivision that he is thinking? I don't know where that is, but you would know what Rob is saying. You are correct. Yes. I wouldn't understand what you're saying, but okay, yes, this is a big swing. There is a subdivision across the street we've been concentrating the search on. It's across the road. So that's a big fat yes. But the cat is alive and the cat is being fed, taken care of, warm, and so that is a good thing. And since I prayed, I really hope that Spirit can have this woman walk by a poster, recognize that that's the cat that she took in. So I will continue. If I get any more visions, I will let you know. Okay, I have to move on to Marissa's page questions, but I really, really, really care, and I wouldn't say anything that I didn't believe 1,000% true. Okay. All right, here we go. Marissa, we're going to you. Okay. Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into these last two questions. They are for Marissa. Okay, first question. Let's pull Greg's energy, current energy and feelings towards me at the moment. Got it. We set the clock. It's already after 8 p.m. That's okay. Okay, here we go. Greg, please come in. Thank you for the other readings. Please have every energy that we uh, brought in tonight, please leave. Let's just bring in Marissa. Right now, let's just bring in Greg because this question is directly for Greg. What is your current energy and feelings towards Marissa as of right now today? I have like my whole body feels like I have what do you call it? Goosebumps. I don't know if that's for Rob or for you, so let's see. Thank you, Rob. I'm glad that you are confident in my gifts to believe me, because I wouldn't say it if I didn't see it and know that it was like, I'm not sitting here like making things up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, this is why you don't see me looking at you guys, because I have like, this is why I look like this, because I'm like watching. It's like looking at a TV in the air, and it's like watching an episode of a show, you know? And so that's what I'm watching. So I'm trying to thank you, Bianca. I am, gosh darn it. All right, let's see. Greg, please let us know what are your current feelings and energy towards Marissa. And I don't know what you mean. It's like those goggles you play games on. Yes. And you know what? I found that. I cleaned my room, like organized it to find the levers that behind me, to find that because I knew it was in my room somewhere. And I spent 4 hours instead. Well, I found it, but I spent 4 hours and like reorganizing everything. And I found brand new goggles. I'm like, who am I gonna give these to? I guess I'll just wait till I see my kids. Okay, hold on. Woo! You just came out. First card out is Marissa, Little Miss Scorpio. All right, here we go. Oh my God. See how the energy changes. Okay. So he's been thinking a lot about you, a lot about communicating with you, a lot about contacting you, a lot about pulling the trigger, so to speak. Shots fired. Sorry. Yes, Sammy, but Sammy's 13 now. I don't know if he'd be into those. All right, so the next card is the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands doesn't, in this situation, is not about intimacy, but it's about a brand new beginning. Okay, so like a brand new passionate beginning. So if it was just a brand new beginning, it would be maybe the Ace of Swords, maybe the Ace of Pentacles. But the fact that it's a wand, this gives me a time frame. For me, it's 1 month, right? 0 to 30 days. So this can happen at any time in November. Look what comes next. It matters. Everything matters about what card is next, okay, or before. You read it as a story, okay? I'm not giving you a lesson today, but I'm like, so the next cards is that here's you. So it's validation that he's thinking of you, not anybody else. It's a new month. He wants a brand new passionate beginning. And then going to the Four of Wands, in this case, would be a relationship, your relationship. With the Temperance next to it, it means that he wants to salvage this relationship. He wants to see where this can go. Okay? And he has romantic feelings. So my friend has a pendulum, and the other day I asked if Greg and Emily would end things. No way. Before Thanksgiving? You know, I can dig into that. But you got to be very careful with pendulums, okay? I'm going to go ahead and do that same question for you, and let's see if it's a yes or no, okay? But regular people that are not psychics can have pendulums. They can, right? They can use them. But if you're, I don't know, I like using the word like my powers. I only have my powers on when I'm wearing this ring. And my guy said to mess with them. Okay, I'm just gonna ask. Let's just see what it says. Because what I'm saying is like anybody can buy a pendulum and anybody can use it, but you have to. This is my, okay, so the one I had when I started this channel is sitting over there, but it broke when I lived in the motel. It's not that you have to train it, because I don't know. I don't want to go into like a whole session on this, but I will one day, because it's not exactly that. I can look at this and I can say, go no. And I am not going to move at all. I didn't ask a question. Why is it going no? I didn't ask anything. What is it answering? I can tell it to say yes or no. And I learned that like in the first like 2 years. Like I always just thought, it just works. Well, you have to be connected to it. And then like if you're not a psychic, it can work for sure. But the whole like training thing, you just saw that, okay, I want you to go yes. I want you to move yes. I am not moving anything. So do you see what I'm saying? I can do that because I'm psychic. I can manipulate it, but you're not supposed to. So let's say you really want the answer to be yes, right? You're not. No, you guys wouldn't be able to do what I just did. That took me years of my gifts to be able to do what I just did in front of you. But let's say your friend or you gets a pendulum, right? And you really, really are biased. We're really hoping that the answer is a yes. Sometimes the energy is going to go towards what you're wanting versus what the actual answer is. So that's why I ask spirit the questions, or the people were asking, but let's just ask what your friend said. And this time I am not going to do what I just did. I just wanted to prove to you that I know how to manipulate it, but that's through my gifts. Okay. Marissa wants to know, will Greg and Emily end things before Thanksgiving? Now, I could have already told you that, but that's why I explained everything, and I'm going to give you extra time. I do not feel that the answer is yes. And I would love for it to be yes, but I will not lie to you. Okay, so the time ran out because of me. So I'll do another 5 minutes. The time ran out because of me. You don't have to be a psychic to understand this. 90% of relationships, if they are intact right now, November 4th, okay, just overall, the United States of America, let's just say, overall, if they're intact, even if they are toxic, even if they are horrible, 9 times out of 10, which would be 90%, no one is going to break up during the holidays. It'll happen right after the holidays. And I guarantee you that's when this is going to happen. So, do I want the answer to be before Thanksgiving for you? Yes, of course. But am I going to lie to you? No, because I know Thanksgiving's going to come. Sorry, I know Thanksgiving's going to come and they're still together. And you're going to come to me and be like, well, you said that they would be broken up. So tonight I might get a little hate because Bianca probably didn't like my answer and I told her I apologized, but it's the truth. I can't lie, you know? Do I think that he's going to get the guts? That's exactly what she wrote me. It's exactly what she wrote me when I said, I'm really sorry. This is coming from them, not from me. I want, yep. And she said, girl, you're fine. You guys both like matched energies. That's funny. Because I'm not trying to like make you guys feel bummed out. I want you guys to both be as happy as can be loved by somebody. And if I do feel it could be Greg, like I really do think they're not gonna go. See, look at this. They're see how it's still look. I'm holding it. They're still answering. Okay, so it's just confirmation that it's not gonna happen as quickly. I just wanted to say that that's a question I asked my friend. I know. I just wanted to not get your hopes up. That's all. I know you were just trying to tell me that. Um, but I wanted you to know that it sounds great, but like I already can feel that he's going to not blow up this relationship during the holidays because he's a good guy and he's going to be patient and he's remember I said 3 months. So it's already been a month. So he gets through Christmas and then he's out of there. So it's coming soon. It's just not that soon. He is not gonna break up with her within the next 2.5 weeks. Absolutely not. But once he gets through having family Thanksgiving and having family Christmas, if nothing has improved, he's out of there. And then he's going to be a free man for you. Okay? So I wanted to continue. Let me put back another 5 minutes because I keep talking. Okay. So he is like going back and forth in his mind. Should I contact her now? Should I wait? Should I contact her now? So I mean, it's in his head. He's like, she just did something to me. Like when she reached out to me, I wasn't expecting it. And she just did something to me. Exactly. Come on, Greg. You can at least contact Marissa before Thanksgiving. See, now that I can see. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could see contact happening. I'm not going to say who, but I told somebody that the person was going to come back. Nobody believed me. and I'm not gonna say not nobody believed me, but like people did believe me. But the person did come back because I freaking know my shit. Okay. So yes, that's what you did. That's the right words. You tugged at his heartstrings. You came, he was in this friction of a relationship. And he had, when you texted him, he had already bought the ring, he had already proposed, but you could see it on that trip, the first trip, family trip when they were in the boat. You could see it behind the smile. You could see what was going on in his head, that this is not where he's supposed to be, and that what was lingering, being held over his head, was that everyone was anticipating this big engagement. And he had the right instinct to be like, we're not even getting along on this trip. We weren't getting along before the trip. So I'm going to not propose. Because I'm telling you, he was going to propose that on that trip. He chose not to, which is good. And then I think the pressure just got too much. And so he just said, fine. But it shouldn't be like that. It should be like the happiest day on in your life, right? Especially like you and me, if it happens a second time around, we don't want it to be like while we're fighting just because we should, you know? And yes, and it is the mom is stirring the pot, the mom is overseeing everything. She is putting the pressure on, and he, it's like he needed a break from life. So when you contacted him, it woke him up. It snapped him out of the days that he was in. Does that make sense? You tugged at his heartstrings and you woke his ass up. He was like, "Oh my god." It was like confirmation that it should have been you. And it would have been you if he had been patient. And so we've seen over the last couple of months him progressing. So, I mean, I know he hasn't contacted yet, but he is getting there. He is progressing. He wants it. And I think, we just have to tell him over and over again, it's okay to contact you because he's not technically cheating. Would you like it if that happened? Yeah, vice versa, no. But because of the situation he's in, that it's like a lifelong decision if he goes along with this when he's not actually happy, I think he needs to contact you. And I just think that all of these cards are just confirmation that he's being pulled towards you and looking at it like it should be, the ring should be on Marissa's hand. It would have been on her hand if I would have just been more patient. And now I need patience and I'm not getting it from E and her mom. Does that make sense? So you're very much on the forefront of his mind. Okay. He's just figuring out how to do it, when to do it, but it's going to happen. And it's going to happen soon. So maybe your friend saw that there will be some kind of disconnection between them because I could feel that on Thanksgiving they're not going to be like happy go lucky. Yes. So I could kind of see why it would maybe say yes to her, because I think that either consciously he's going to make a decision that he's going to get through these couple of holidays and then he's out. It's either that, I think it was yes for a reason, and I think it's that On Thanksgiving, they're not going to be in a good place. They will not progress. They haven't progressed. He gave her 3 months. We're pretty much less than 2 months away from that 3 months. He may go to St. Louis. Okay. For Thanksgiving? Well, you know him best. I think that if they're in Okay, I think that if they're in a bad place and you see pictures that don't include him on her mom's page after Thanksgiving, you will know that he went to St. Louis. Does that make sense? Okay, yeah, I'm like 10 minutes behind. Okay, let's be a fly on the wall. That was my fault, though. Ding, ding, ding. Exactly. Yes, that's what they're showing me. That on Facebook, if he's not in the pictures, you're gonna know that okay, they're not doing good. He decided to get away, go to St. Louis, wherever the hell that is. I am not good at geography. Guess what I just learned? First, I learned, and I know I already told you, that DC was not a state. And then I found out that New England is 6 states. Like, what? I heard New England on a show. Like, I moved to England, New England, to be with you. And I'm like, what the fuck is New England? Where is New England? So I look it up. I'm like, is that like by Connecticut? So like I could kind of like understand it was like over in that direction. And then it showed like I kept like going, why is it showing me 6 states? Why isn't it showing me where New England is? I couldn't find the word New England because there is no New England. I had to look at picture after picture after picture to like I have no common sense. It's near Boston. Oh, St. Louis, New Missouri is by Boston, or New England is by Boston. Girl, I don't know where shit is. I live on the West Coast. I know where Washington, Oregon, and California, Texas, I thought was like in the middle, and it's really on the bottom. I'm like, I don't know how I don't know this shit because math is like so easy to me, but geography is horrifying. Oh, yeah, I did not know that. I thought that you guys were like the biggest state, like right in the middle of the country, and you're way down south. So you're by Mexico, and I'm by Mexico, just different places. I'm not kidding. So it says New England is 6 states, and they just call it New England. Like what? It just like these things don't make any sense to me. Okay, let's do your last question because I gotta get off. But I'm having a good time. I'm 30 minutes from Mexico, girl. 3 to 4 hours is not bad. So you're at the bottom. The star state? What is the star state? Texas is the star. South Texas is the star state. See, I would never have known that. All right, let's be a fly on the wall. What is going on in the relationship? Obviously, we've already seen that there's a lot of tension, no growth, no changes. That's what I'm feeling. He's feeling very overwhelmed. All right, let's see. Texas is the Lone Star State. That kind of makes sense. Texas, Lone Star. Isn't there a show called Lone Star or something? That kind of makes sense. You know what I picture in Texas? Just like a bunch of cops and everybody with guns. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know if there's mountains. I don't know if there's beaches. Is there beaches? There can't be beaches. Not joking. Wait, I know where yes. Oh, you do? Corpus is a beach city? I didn't know that. Oh, hell yeah. Then you wouldn't be that far from me to come to you. Remember, girl, when you said you were going to get your Jeep someday, you were going to come down here. Remember when you said you envisioned getting your brand new Jeep and that you were going to come down here, or I was going to go there and we were going to drive around in your Jeep? I think I was supposed to go there. And you were like, just wait till I get my Jeep. And now you got your Jeep. All right. No cards have come out. So hold on. Oh, shit. 5 of Wands. That is arguments, conflict, not getting along. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's be a fly on the wall. What is going on in Greg's relationship? What's going wrong is that he's starting to not give a fuck about her and he's starting to think about you. Look at this. Okay, you need to listen to this. I know you're listening. You know I'm a Leo. I'm crazy. Okay? um You'll hear me all day talking to myself, laughing at myself. I think I'm hilarious. And I'm like, do people do that? Do people talk to themselves out loud? Because I do. I'm fine being alone. Okay. I got all kinds of spirit around me. Okay, so what this is saying is that because of the last answer to your first question, because of the energy and the feelings towards you that he's having, he inadvertently, I don't know if that's a word, but I think it is. I might be saying it wrong, but he inadvertently is kind of not paying attention to his relationship because he's like in his head thinking about you. Now, so this means it kind of means that him thinking about you. Wait, coworkers love me in clinic because I'm always loud and laughing. Okay, we're the same. And Bianca's like that too. Okay, so the lovers, the Ace of Wands. We saw these cards in the last question. So, or the answer. So that's you, the Scorpio, the passionate new beginning, and the lovers having that connection still to you, that pull towards you, the heart pulling, right? Yes, that is exactly what it feels like. It feels like he is kind of, yeah, bridging this gap. And he just wants a lot of like alone time because all he's thinking about is you. And so that she doesn't know that, obviously. So she doesn't know what the problem is. She just feels that he's being distant, pushing her away is a good way to put it. Truly, she feels like he just doesn't care. So she's talking now. This is weird. She never talks. She only shows me her crying. So she's talking, saying, he's ignoring me. He's not paying attention to me. He's not hugging me. basically she's saying, without saying it because she's not smart enough, we get it. So what I'm trying to say is she's feeling ignored, she's feeling he's mad at her, she's feeling like he's over it, and she has no idea that it's because he's in his head thinking about you, and his feelings are being directed at you, and his mind is being occupied by, I was much happier with Marissa. She came back, like she came back in, and I was not, it threw me for a loop, didn't expect it, but because it happened, that's all I could think about now. And at first, he was kind of like being like that because she's over emotional, blah, blah, blah. But now it's kind of like he's detaching himself so that by the time, yes, so that by the time he lays it down for her, which is going to be right after the new year, like right after the new year, he's going to tell her, he's going to sit her down and say, it's over. We cannot get married. Um, mm-hmm. So he's starting. Okay, so usually this is what women do. So usually, like, I'll use an example really quickly. I was dating a guy for 2 years. We lived together with my children. I trusted this person. A year and a half into it, I find out that he was cheating on me. I contact the person who is now my friend and my neighbor. He was cheating on me with his ex-wife at once a week, every week, from the day we were together. And where was I going with this? Why did I bring that up? Hold on, let me pause the time really quick. We only have 1 minute anyways. Let me pause the time really quick. What was I saying that for? Oh, because women, we still lived together for 6 more months, right? But during those 6 months, because we were on a lease, during those 6 months, I went through the grief, the sadness, and I got over him before, like, by the time we exited the apartment and went our separate ways, I was already over him. So most men, it's usually the opposite. Most men usually do not start their grief until after it ends and they walk away. It's like it starts there. And usually women start while they're still in the relationship so that, like, they're ready to date, they're ready to, like, move on. I did that with Chris. Oh. So, but I'm seeing that he's doing what, like, we would do normally. It's like women. I'm not saying anything bad about him as a man. I'm just saying he is processing in his head that he is warned, like forewarning, this is not working. Do not sign your life away. Okay, like, do not sign your wet life away to this person who you've had nothing but hard times with. Not toxic, but it is manipulative because she's so emotional that it is manipulative, and her mom is manipulative, and he's just a nice guy who got in too deep because he felt pressured. So now he's like, okay, I may have given her the ring, but I have not signed on the dotted line. And like I said, he said that he was not gonna, like, no venue shopping, no cake. Like, I'm not signing. You know how you have to give deposits for everything up, like, you find the venue first. So it's like thousands of dollars you have to put down for deposit on everything. He is not about to spend one dime. That's why he sat down a month ago with her and said, we have 3 months to figure this shit out or we can't get married. I don't know if he said we can't get married, but he pretty much said, we're in a crisis. We've got 3 months, or you've got 3 months to like get yourself together. And because I will not marry you if I don't think I will be happy for the rest of my life, you know? So, what's going to be good is that the contact with you is going to start and you guys will be talking back and forth. This will even pivot him more towards being ready to leave her quicker. So that right when the right timing is, it's just bad timing and it's distasteful unless it's extremely toxic. Like it's distasteful, not to me in general, but like in general, to break up with like your fiance right before Thanksgiving. It's like, can't you like just do it at a nicer time? And so he is a nice guy, and that's why he's gonna wait. And he also said 3 months, so he's sticking to his word. Um, and that gives him time to start contacting you, start rebuilding those feelings, and gaining new feelings for you. Would he ever ask to meet up with me just for dinner or contact or just to see me? Do you want to send in for to go deeper? To go for 5 more minutes? Because I went over on this one. The last one I went over, it was my fault. This one, but if you want to send in 10, I will look right before we get off. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to start looking. So the question is, let me start the clock. Okay. So you're saying once he makes contact and you guys are communicating, would he ever ask you to meet up just for dinner or a concert or just to see you? All right. Woo, guess what I have? So remember what I always say. I know I'm doing like teaching moments this whole night, but I'm like energized somehow now. And so when the question is asked, it's not asked to me, right? We're asking Greg. So if I get goosebumps everywhere, that's how he would react if somebody looked him in the eye and asked him that question. So it's just so cool. I know. It's exciting. Um, so this is how he reacted, right? So now let's dig um and get the real answer, but like energized for more reading. Well, I don't think anybody's still here. I don't know. There's 3 people on here. I don't know who they are. But if Suzanne was still on here, I would do a question for her. I don't think you want more readings, do you? It's almost 9 o'clock. I should get off. Because the night that it turned that we gained an hour, I woke up at 6 a.m. And then the day that I texted you, I was up at what, 4 or 5 a.m.? Oh, here it's almost 9. Oh, you're saying no, it's almost 11 for you. Got it. All right, let's get an answer. I really say yes. Your question went away. Let me see if I could try to find it. I want to see which one. Damn it, it's not letting me. Okay, would he ever ask me to meet up with me for dinner, concert, or just to see you? Got it. Which one would it be? Because I am absolutely seeing a yes to dinner, concert, or just to see you. How far do you live from where he lives now? Exactly. Yeah, I love you too, Bianca. like that he's completely shut out from her. 3 hours. Okay. So I kind of see like that you guys could meet halfway somewhere. Is there a destination or a place where you guys could meet in the middle? Then it would only be like an hour and a half drive for each of you there, and then like total of 3 hours there and back. But I'm going to ask the pendulum. I already feel it's a yes, but let's see. Once, like in the middle of him pulling away from her and talking to Marissa, would you ever, Greg, ask Marissa to meet up in person? See, it's an immediate yes. Oh my God, it's speeding up. You can't see it as good as I am, but it is going really fast. Victoria, but there really isn't anything there. What would you rather? Would you make the drive up? Would you want him to make the drive to you? What would you prefer? So I'm going to just see really quick which one it's going to be. Dinner, concert, or just do. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so he doesn't know, but the answer is yes. So he's not giving us like an exact, like, he hasn't thought about this question, right? I mean, he's thought about seeing you and meeting you, and like, he's thought about a lot of things, but with that juggler, this is a juggler. So it's like, we could do this or we could do that. I'm kind of cool with whatever. So yeah. It's a big yes, I'm telling you. I feel it. And this is you. So this is okay. So usually you would look at the Two of Pentacles as like undecided, but I'm looking at it in a different way. I'm looking at like we have a lot of options. We could do this, we could do that. And then he just kind of threw something out there that I felt earlier, but now that he said it, I'm going to say it. He's saying that he would make up a story that he was going to go somewhere. I'll finish. He will, okay, so let's say they're like, he's made up his mind. You're in contact. He's pretty much knows that it's like done. No. Way more than just a meeting. He showed me a hotel. Now, he says, I'm not just wanting to meet her and stay at a hotel. What I want is an overnight. Oh my gosh. So he's literally telling me, Crystal, you know how you watch The Bachelorette or The Bachelor, The Golden Bachelor, Golden Bachelorette? And literally this last week, the episodes were the overnight dates with the final 3. Okay. It doesn't. And so, oh my God, I'm like blushing. So this is him. He's so blushing right now. Oh my God. And he's a redhead. So that's why he's going like this. This is not me. This is him. And you're getting all red. Oh my God. So I saw the symbol of a hotel, right, with an H instead of an M, meaning a motel. So he would respectfully get like a nicer place than like the hood that I used to stay in. Okay. And he's saying that it would not just be to meet, it would not just be for a couple of hours for a dinner. He's saying, like, yes, we could go to dinner. Yes, we can, do something. But like, I think that it wouldn't be a concert the first time because I think he just really wants to. Wow, okay. I'm going over in time, but I have to finish this. He's showing me, oh my God. Okay, so you guys are at a table, so you must be going to dinner. There might be like a restaurant within this hotel. It's going to be a nice hotel. And it's not going to be about let's meet for sex. It has nothing to do with that. Like he's telling me, you just watched The Golden Bachelorette, Crystal. what happened? And I said, what do you mean what happened? And he goes, the Golden Bachelorette took sex off the table. Okay. So they had the overnights, but she chose not to have sex with the three guys because she's 60, she's more mature, and at the end of the day she only wants to have sex with whoever she ends up with, right? So I could kind of see him taking it off the table only out of respect for you, because he'll still technically be in his relationship. It doesn't mean you're not gonna do anything. It's just saying that's not what he's there for. Okay. Um, right. And he does at the he never wants to be a cheater. And I've said this 10,000 times, because how you get him is how you lose him. So he's looking into the future. He doesn't want you to feel like you guys had this little romance behind the scenes, and then he broke things off with her, but is still living with her because they have to figure out the house and all of this crap. You know what I mean? So I think that it will come down to your chemistry. If you guys like, he's gonna want to know, like, are you okay with this? Because I intend to leave her, and I intend to pursue you. And so it's up to you. He's literally going to leave it up to you. And I don't think that he's going to like say no 100%, only because the intention is to leave her. Okay. If the intention was not to leave her, he would never do that. He would just have a meeting, but he wants a whole day and a whole night. And that's why he's saying he's going to make up an excuse that he's going to go out of town with so and so, whoever is going to cover for him. And you guys are going to meet. You're going to go to dinner. And he's showing me the last thing I want to say really quick is that it shows that you guys, like old times, Larry, his bestie. Oh, okay. So you guys are across from each other at the table, and you're like a little nervous, okay? And your guys are like staring at each other. And he shows me, he takes his hands over your hands. Your hands are like nervously on top of the table because you're just like, oh my God, like this is finally happening. And he puts his hands over your hands. And it's just this like intimate moment of like calmness, and like it's okay, and like we're just here because we're following our emotions, our feelings, our intent. And honestly, he's like, it's okay, just like the Golden Bachelorette, if we just stay up all night talking and laughing and just get that time together so that you can each make a individual conscious decision on whether the emotions are real or not. But I feel like they're going to be matching and they'll be real. But I feel like just remember that he might say no sex the first time because he doesn't want you to feel like that's how you will lose him, you know? But yeah, it's going to be really cute. Okay, I went way over. I have to go. I love you, which is fine. Exactly. Like the point of the overnight stays on the Bachelorette is because they have no cameras. So it's like that's your only opportunity to be alone where nobody is around you, nobody's eating around you, there's not waiters, there's not people at a concert. That will happen, further down the line, the concert. But I am telling you, he's not going to make you drive 3 hours just to like meet up with him for a few hours. No way. He would be like, that is so messed up and so wrong. And it shows me that he cares when I see that it's an H, a hotel. I know that might not matter to people, but to me, it's about safety. And motels are not known to be very safe. Trust me, I lived in one for 2 years. Okay. And I was terrified every second of every single day living in the hood. Okay. So, but it made me tough as nails. I might not act like it, but trust me. I don't either. God, my dad. See, now I'm gonna get emotional. Yes. But I am through that. I am here. I am safe in this place. I don't live in a good city. I literally live 2 streets away from the motel that I used to be terrified in, but this is a better, like, it's a tiny apartment complex, so it's kind of like in a pocket. But once you get to the street, oh, hell no. Like, you never want to be walking alone. This is not someplace where you're going to go running, walking to the store. Hail to the no. But I do feel safe in my house. Safe as I can. Okay, I love you. Good night. Bye, Rob. I saw that you were in here. Bye, Bianca. Bye, Marissa. This was a really good night. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Election night's tomorrow. I know I'm on the opposing side of like all of you guys, but we'll see what happens. All right, love you guys. You're welcome, Marissa. You're very welcome. Good night. Get some sleep. It's 11 o'clock where you're at, and you work very, very hard. Love you. Bye.